Hey there viewers, Tanner here, and welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the t-shirt company TeePublic. If you don't know what TeePublic is, they are a t-shirt pressing website that essentially prints designs made by independent artists of video games and TV shows and other pop culture related things. For example, the shirt that I'm wearing right now is an Iron Maiden / Metroid crossover that I thought was really cool. If you've never seen the album cover for The Trooper by Iron Maiden, you probably don't really get the joke, but it's basically just a crossover using Metroid entities in place of the things on the normal Trooper cover. So you can expect to see a lot of stuff like that on TeePublic. So when I first saw the site, I was like, man, these guys have really cool designs and all sorts of different ways you can get them. You can get them in like Crewneck, you can get them in hoodies, you can get them in hats. Maybe that might be a lie. You can get in all sorts of different styles and choose what type of fabric, and the designs are really cool a lot of the times. So I was pretty excited because it seemed like a great way to get some cool video game related merchandise that may not be too in your face gamer style shit, but that would also be pretty classy and cool to wear. However, as with any site like this, I was pretty questionable about the quality. A lot of times print quality and just overall product quality can be total crap, and then you may never get to hear from the people again when you want to actually have something done about it or need to get a return or that sort of thing. The one thing that you'll also notice on their site is that the things are pretty expensive. The price is pretty high for a single t-shirt, like 20 bucks for a t-shirt, 36 for a crew neck, and so on and so forth. So kind of iffy in that department. However, I decided to get a couple and cash out just because I thought they were cool designs. And today I'm going to tell you what I think about them. So after placing my order, it took maybe like 4 or 5 days before I received my stuff. It was really quick shipping. I'm not sure where they're located, but they're obviously on the ball for getting stuff out to you as quick as possible. So after finally receiving my order, I popped it all open and I had ordered a crew neck and this shirt, kind of this shirt, but not really this shirt. We'll get more into that in a minute. So the crew neck that I ordered is actually classified as a vintage crew neck, and is a little bit of a baggier, bigger style it looks like, and it's a little bit more lightweight than a typical like thick cotton crew neck, and I really like that style. They say on their site that their sizes are generally a little bit larger, so you're better off ordering one size up if you're in between sizes, and I'm sort of in between small and medium. Generally, more often than not, I wear a medium, so that's what I got, and it fit really well. They also say that they wash and dry all of their items once before printing on them, and that sort of pre-shrinks it, so you don't have to worry about too much shrinkage, and mine didn't seem to shrink all that much at all. The actual print quality is pretty impressive on these for being a company that mass produces shirts of an image that they don't specialize in. And while the ink is not quite as dark as I had expected, it still shows up really well against the plain gray background, and has really sharp edges, and there were no noticeable defects that I could tell even after washing and drying once. So that much I was pretty impressed with. The sweatshirt also comes tagless, and instead they just have a sort of printed on logo on the back that tells you how to wash it, tells you what size it is, etc. Furthermore, the material was really comfortable and seemed really durable. It fit really well and wasn't too hot, even though I was wearing it on a somewhat warm day. It's still something that you could wear just with like a slight breeze out and you want to overheat. And it fit really well. It came straight down to where my waist was. The arms went all the way down to my wrists. I didn't have to worry about them coming up or anything like that. Overall, I was impressed with the quality of the crew neck. So then I moved on to the Armored Maiden shirt, the Metroid crossover one that I'm wearing now, and ran into a bit of an issue, but not straight out of the box. It was actually in perfect shape when I pulled it out of the package, except I noticed that the image was a little bit dim. It seemed like it almost didn't stick out that well against the background, and I get that it's like a heather material that I ordered it in, which is this sort of darker gray, and it's to be expected that it wouldn't show up that strongly, but I was a little bit disappointed, but not enough to really be that concerned. So I went ahead and turned it inside out, did a cold water wash, which is what they recommend, and even set it on gentle, ran it through the dryer, and it came out, and I was pretty pissed off. Now, while part of me ordered this shirt because I knew that it would look more vintage if I got it in this heather style, and this is a sort of vintage band logo, I thought that it would look really good, but that doesn't mean that I wanted it to have a vintage quality to it. I didn't want it to look tarnished or anything like that. So you can see here right below the lettering for the Hunter and right above Samus's head, there's a big crack right in the ink from the print. And And I was pretty upset about this and expected that the company, since as far as I know wasn't like all that noted or reputable, probably wouldn't be able to do crap for me. But I decided to try anyway and sent them an email. I sent it on a Friday, so I pretty much knew I wouldn't get a response until Monday because I sent it late in the evening after I got off work, so there was no way that they're gonna get back to me until after the weekend. So bright and early Monday morning, like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, I got an email from them, and she immediately asked what my problem was. I explained to her that it was the first time that I had ordered through them and that there was a problem with the shirt, and she said, well, send me a picture of exactly what was wrong. It sounds like a defect, and if that's the case, then we'll figure something out for you. And I sent her a picture of just that small crack, a zoomed in picture of it, and she immediately sent back an email saying, okay, well, that's definitely a one-off issue, and we'll just go ahead and send you a new one out. And that's all the further the conversation went. Within 2 days, she had sent a new one, and within 4 to 5 days, I'd received it. And she didn't even ask for the old one back or anything like that. The customer service blew my mind. They were really friendly. Didn't seem robotic, like corporate type, hello, what is your problem type shit. It was just straightforward. She just talked casually with me, got the issue sorted out immediately, and without even asking for the other shirt back, sent me a new one. So now if this one ever gets super fucked up, I've got two. Even though this one's sort of fucked up as it is, they can just both be fucked up together. And finally, just reviewing the quality of this shirt. I get a lot of shirts in this style. I really like the heather material because it's sort of lightweight. It's like 50% polyester, 40% cotton, and 10% something else. I don't know. But I really like the material. It fits really well. It's exactly what I would expect from a heather shirt, the heather material. I don't know anybody named Heather as far as I know. And the print is actually pretty damn good quality, though I can definitely tell that eventually it's going to start to crack and come apart in the wash. But most shirts do. That's not really something that you can avoid, so I understand that. I'd just rather not do it on the first wash, and apparently TeePublic agrees that it shouldn't occur on the first wash, and so they sent me a brand new one when that happened. And I think that really speaks volumes about them because they're obviously not a company that has a huge name, but they're willing to do what they need to make it right. And I think because of that, they deserve for me to tell people that they're a good company looking to do good things. Even if their prices are a little bit high, and maybe, at least in the case of this, sometimes it's not guaranteed to be perfect quality coming out of the place, they will make it right. And I think that's really cool and something that a lot more companies should be doing. And of course, I'm a really small YouTube channel, so it's obvious that I'm not like endorsed by them. I'm not being sponsored. This is not a paid review or anything like that. It's just simply a company did me right, and I feel like they deserve to be done right back by someone who benefited from them doing what they're supposed to do. And I figure it's helpful to you guys who are considering buying from this company and might be wondering, is this company worth buying from? To hear straightforward from somebody my experience and the fact that yes, they are worth buying from if you're willing to foot the bill for something that's unique. You're going to support the artist, and you're also going to support a company that's trying to be a good company. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if I run into anything else with these shirts or anything with quality, if I buy anything new and feel like it's worth talking about, then I'll be sure to add an updated review at some point on my channel. And thanks a lot for watching.